There are three big names in this sport, Dom, that we have not seen fight in a long time.
Yeah.
Something's got to give. We've been talking about it with these three guys for a long time in different points. Since we started this podcast, it feels like Jon Jones has been like this mythical heavyweight figure that's just never gonna come out of his cocoon. But then you have Conor McGregor, who unfortunately breaks his leg against Dustin Poirier. We wait on what's next for him. Henry Cejudo retires the very first pay-per-view event in the COVID era, but almost immediately after hints at coming back. And yet now he's been very vocal about wanting a fight, and he wants a Volkanovski fight. He wants a fight with Sean O'Malley, all this stuff. But Dominic, the question is, who will fight first? Jon Jones, Conor McGregor, or Henry Cejudo? This is on August 25th, 2022. Who will step in the cage first?
Well, damn it, Noah. Pigs are flying. I've seen the day. Because I, believe it or not, am going with Johnny Bones Jones. I can't believe it because I've always said I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, there goes another pig, Noah. It just flew above my head. I think that the layoff, the preparation is coming to an end. And I do think, and Jon Jones, although he's very Twitter friendly, right? He'll dabble. He'll do some teasing, you know. He'll show a little, side boob, if you will.
What?
But he's aiming for December 10th, UFC 282, which is looking like it might shape up to be a really fantastic card, which I wouldn't expect anything less. It's the end of the year. Against who? Probably Stipe, but you never know. I think he's back before Conor and before Henry. And Noah, I think he's back a pretty significant margin before Conor McGregor, before Henry Cejudo. I think the earliest we would see Conor is like July of next year, like the summertime, International Fight Week card maybe. And for Henry, I don't really know what to do with Henry, to be honest with you. I just love all of his pillows with all the fighters' faces. I would love to see Henry back, but the way bantamweight is right now, buddy, he's so far down the totem pole. If I'm being honest, I love him. I have interest in him, but I don't. I want 135 to play out for the next year. All those fantastic matchups there. So I don't really care if he even fights. And honestly, well, Conor's probably going to go to welterweight. So I was going to say the same for Conor, but he's not going to be at 155. So hopefully that'll play out. So yeah, Noah, I'm going John, and I'm going by a big margin. I can't believe it. I was shocked when I put it on my paper. Give it to me. Who you picking?
I think that tells you just how long we're going to be waiting here. Me and Dom both think Jon Jones is the most realistic one to fight next here. This isn't a slight on these guys. You know, Conor's still recovering, right? He's filming Roadhouse now. That's on his plate. So the right opponent's got to line up. Kamaru Usman, non-title fight. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Did I do something on this show? I don't know, but. Henry Cejudo, I am starting to feel bad for Henry Cejudo, and I love Triple C, man. I've been such a fan. I don't love the cringe stuff, like I get it, it's his thing, right? But not my thing. I just I'm not into it. I will admit the pillows, it's kind of funny, but when he's wearing the crown and stuff, I'm kind of like, okay, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
But as far as his talent and his resume, and not just even as an MMA fighter, as just an athlete, I have so much respect for his ability. I think I even said at one point in time, Dom, pre-retirement, I said maybe the best combat sports athlete of all time.
Yeah.
And I was including wrestling as a combat sport. I don't know if that really counts, but I counted it. And yet, here he is. He's been retired for 2+ years now. And like nobody cares that he wants to come back. It's such a shame because he is an all-time great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
His run at the top was short-lived, but he won 2 different titles in 2 different weight classes. He defended both titles.
Yep.
Defeated one of the best to ever do it in Demetrius Johnson. One of the
Yep.
amazing fight, by the way, that those two had. The TJ Dillashaw fight, that was the very first headliner of ESPN deal ever. The first headlining fight for the ESPN Plus deal. That was a great interest in that fight. Henry knocks him out in like a minute. Awesome stuff. And then he goes on to win the bantamweight title, gets Marlon Moraes, defended against Dominic Cruz. And then he walked away, and like now that he wants to come back, that division is so on fire that I am interested to see if Henry Cejudo could insert himself and where does he get inserted. But this division, there is no way that you can tell me that he's inserting himself into a title fight.
No.
There's just
No.
there's not enough interest, and it doesn't make sense competitively. So you can get by with it not making sense competitively if it makes sense financially. I don't really think it does either way.
Yeah.
Maybe you could sell me more on him coming in and fighting Volk right away than fighting the champion, whether it's... Although I will admit, the idea of him and TJ running it back at bantamweight does sound amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if TJ loses, that could be his next fight.
Never know.
I mean,
I
I
like
would
that.
love to see TJ versus Cejudo too at bantamweight.
Yeah.
TJ not having to put himself on the brink of death to make
Right.
125. I don't know. But Jon Jones is the answer. It's the only answer.
Yeah, I agree.